Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good. Let's give it a couple more minutes, get some more people in here, and then we'll start it up.
Sounds good.
Cool.
What's going on, guys? It's Adrian over here on the Minted account. Just wanted to also join in and get to learn more about KOR. So again, we'll give it a couple minutes. So, Mike, you on?
Yes, sir.
Cool, man. So Mike's going to be hosting his first official space today from Docushield. So if he's a little nervous, don't mind him. Is this your first official one, bro? Or I know you've subbed in for me before.
Me?
Yeah, you're the only Mike.
Oh, no. Last week with Full Span, I did it by myself too. So.
Oh, that's right. Cool. There we go, man. Get in the swing of it. And KOR, I mean, you guys are, I'm not going to say new because I've seen your guys' account around for a while, but are you guys kind of just getting in the swing of doing some of these spaces, or are we?
Yeah, so we actually just got in the swing of the whole Twitter and marketing about a month ago. So
okay.
We've had our farm set up for quite a bit now. Well, the Cadena farm at least we've had set up for about since like August, September.
Yeah,
so
I've seen some of the photos, dude. It looks pretty legit.
Yes, sir, man. We've been just stacking them up.
That's right. We just got our first KD6 in, right? 2 days ago. Because we got the boxes for a minute, but yeah, now we're gonna launch a 6, and it's exciting, man. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, man. It's actually funny. We had this call at 3:00, so just where I came from, I just took apart our first KD5 that's going to be dunked in our immersion cooling tanks, and it was like all ready to go. And then we had the space and everything. So right when I get done with this, I'm going to run back over to the farm and get those immersion cooled. So it's pretty exciting for today.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it's something you're gonna have to teach us about with
that immersion farm.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's actually I do know quite a little bit about it, but that's the whole point of getting this first tank in, is just kind of testing, finding which miner works best in the immersion cooling tanks, and then that way we can optimize that and become as efficient as possible in the future when we do have our 8 to 10 tank system at our new facility.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are East Coast, US?
Florida, yes, sir.
Florida, right on. Okay, we're the other coast, California. So, yeah, I was looking at one of your guys' setups with all the ducting and the and the ACs and fans. It reminds me of like those old school grows from, But yeah, man, definitely a lot going on, and you guys obviously have some expertise. It's ain't your first rodeo, so we're excited to dig into it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, should we get it started by introducing ourselves and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'll start first. My name is Michael Chavez. I'm the community manager at Docushield, and this is my second space, so it should be fun. Whoop, whoop.
Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go next here if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I don't know if I mentioned it previous, but I'm Chase Balliet. I'm the founder of KOR Blockchain. So I'm actually a recent college graduate. I graduated with a degree in chemistry, and basically I've just been a crypto enthusiast for a while now. I started diving into Bitcoin when it was around $5,000. So I've always been a crypto enthusiast, and I always found myself during my job when I got right done with college, I was doing sales, and I was just, every time I got home, I was into crypto. So I was like, this is obviously the space I want to be in. So then started learning about crypto mining and everything. We started out with 7 What's Miner D1s. So they were doing around $70 per day. I don't know if anybody knows those mine Decred. And so it's kind of a different coin. We just saw it was profitable and everything, so we wanted to start there. And then, yeah, so we started with 7 of them, and they're like, oh, what's this Kadena thing over here? We're on like what to mine, where you can see all the stats for the mining. And then did about a week or 2 of research on Kadena, and I was just blown away, completely blown away on it. And then we took the leap of faith, and we got around, I think it was 5 or 6 KD5s. Might have even been 7. But we plugged them all up. We already had the first facility there. It used to be a fish farm, actually. Everything was all set up. It worked out perfect. All we did was just run 4 sub panels from our 400 amp service that we had, got everything plugged in, and then we started mining it around August, and that was when it was around $1.50, $2, and then within literally a couple months, it shot up to $25, and they were like, all right, yeah, this is the real deal. And then we just kind of threw down more on some more miners, and then we basically had this whole farm running and everything. And then we just figured out that we wanted to make a service that was able to, the public was able to mine, because we knew how hard it was to set everything up. We knew how expensive it was. So that led to the whole creation of the NFTs that we're doing right now. So.
Awesome, man. And yeah, my name's Adrian Marquez. I am the founder of Docushield, and I'm on the Minted account. We're in the middle of doing some revamp to the code, launching Minted. But that's super interesting, man, that you started off with Decred. And yeah, Decred's been around for a minute. I forgot about him, but yeah, another proof of work. How do those miners compare to the KD5s, KD6s that you?
So yeah, we got them used just to try it out. Got them for pretty cheap, and like I said, they were doing like $70 a day. So And the reason why we kind of went that way is we knew that Bitcoin was obviously very competitive with, the amount of wattage that it would take to produce the $70, So that's why we decided to go to the Decred and everything. But as far as, matching up with the KD5 and everything, I would say I like the KD5s and the gold shells better. Maybe it was because they were used and everything, but they were very finicky, those Decred miners. So.
How was the energy consumption on those?
So those, I believe, were around 2,200. The What's Miner D1s, yeah, 2,200. I have it up right here. I just pulled it up. So, yeah, 2,200 was the What's Miner D1s.
And you guys are still running those?
No, actually, we ran out of slots for power, so we just used our Kadena miners in those slots. So we're actually looking to resell those, and then, well, obviously, once the market comes up a bit, we've cleaned them. We've done quite a replaced some parts on them, and we're hoping to sell them back for the amount we put. We got them for around, I think there was around 10, 11 grand that we got them for at the time. So we're waiting for those to go up a little bit.
Nice, very cool, man.
That's cool. So before we get any further, I wanted to know what KOR stands for.
So it actually used to be Crypto with KORYPTO, and then obviously, I don't know, we decided to kind of rebrand just to Core, and then our kind of philosophy behind that is basically the core of your needs. So right now we're just a mining service for Kadena mining, but I don't know if you guys looked at our roadmap, but we want to become a maintenance hub. We want to be able to do a trading funds. True hosting. So for people that actually have miners and don't want to do our NFTs, because they know how to set everything up, they can go ahead and send their miner over for immersion cooling spots. So we want in the future, within, the next 20, 30 years, to be basically like the core of your crypto needs. So that's kind of how we rebranded that.
I like it. So with the maintenance thing, are you guys just going to publish or try to give all the information of how you failed to the community to better it?
Sorry, what was the question?
With the maintenance program, you said?
Yes. So basically all of our ups and downs and trials, well, just a little background on it real quick is if you have a hash board go out or something, or even have, control board, getting the parts from China, it takes so long sending it. You got clear customs. It's just quite a lengthy process to get a miner fixed. So we were, in that sense, hoping that we can become a hub, like a middleman between, these manufacturers to be able to assist in all the manufacturing. So yeah, we do feel our knowledge and expertise can help with that.
So you would also be selling parts too?
So like I said, this would be very far in the future, but anywhere that we can be, you either send the miner over or we send the parts over, however it'll work out. We obviously don't have that set in stone, but basically just help out the maintenance the process within ASIC fixing in the United States.
That could be a huge pain too. I mean, just getting parts from China, waiting on them, like you said, customs. So definitely, an open, available market for that, man. Very cool. Okay, Mike, I don't know if you want to keep going on to other questions you have.
Ask. You said you had KD6s. Gold shells, KD5s, all the fun stuff. Are you planning to use mostly gold shells, or what kind of miners do you plan on? Mostly?
So yeah, that's actually a great question. So we have the IB Link K1 pluses, we have KD6s, and we have KD5s. So whichever we can get overclocking the best, obviously producing more hash rate, that is the one we're going to bulk order after our first supply sells out, because all that first supply money for our NFTs is going to get put towards our new miners. So whatever we figure out here within the next 2 weeks is what we'll really narrow down and start buying bulk. But I don't see a reason for us to split up and do half gold shells, half IB links. So if the IB links are what's working for us, then we're just going to go on with them and hopefully establish a partnership with IB Link in that sense.
But that's in the testing you do later too, right? With all
correct.
And what is the water cooled and overclocking? That's
it's in something called BitCool. So it's basically a dielectric solvent that is like insulating, and then you obviously have it connected to a dry cooler and basically in circulation, so it's able to cool the fluid. And because the miners obviously get way more hot when you overclock them when they're hashing harder. So, yep.
Yeah, and they look badass when they're submerged in those tanks.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we actually ordered these fancy LED lights that we're gonna try to make the fluid look like pink for Cadena. So
that's going to be dope, man. Yeah. You guys could probably also, hit up fastminers.io and see, what they got to offer and maybe compare a few. But dude's hella cool. He's in Canada, I believe, and he has a warehouse in Cali. So
really
pretty cool as well. Yeah, man.
Well, that's awesome, man, that you mentioned that. Maybe you can connect us, because we actually have one of their K300s on the way. Well, obviously it's going to be here within a couple of weeks, but we pre-ordered one of those to try them out.
Yeah, man, I would love to make an intro. We're doing working on a little something together too. So yeah, man, I'll make that introduction. We'll link up after.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So with the NFTs, do you have a supply limit already? Or
yes. So the NFTs will be from 1 to 100 terahash. Okay. So our first supply will be 500 terahash. So basically, somebody can come in. There can be you can come in and you can mint 1 to 100 terahash. So that whenever that first supply runs out, we're basically going to take that sale money and put it right back into crypto miners, and then we'll have another sale within the next probably, I would say, a month to 2 months, because we have the facility ready, we have the power ready. So basically that's that. The only difference between our first sale is the whole OG badge things. I don't know if you guys heard about those.
Yeah, you're telling me about them. It sounds very interesting.
So that what I would say would be the incentive on why you'd want to mint the first supply. And basically what that OG badge is going to be is it's going to be a separate NFT. So you go in, you mint 1 terahash. It can be any terahash, 1 terahash up to doesn't matter what it is. If you mint in a first sale, you'll get the OG badge. And what the OG badge will do is, by holding it, and it's 1 per wallet, it'll grant you a certain % of our entire farm for the next 5 years. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Definitely an incentive for the first round of supporters, which is cool.
Yep, and that's why we wanted to do it. We really wanted to say our thanks to the first people that jumped in with us and really trusted the process, because it's easy to hop on the bandwagon when something's working, but when something's not done yet, obviously it takes a little bit more faith, and we do want to reward the people for that.
100%, man. Very cool.
So you said mint a terahash, so you would only So you wouldn't really mint NFTs, or how does that work? I'm sorry.
Cool. So yeah, you'd go on our website, and then you have a choice to mint either 1 to 100 terahash, and whatever terahash you mint is the receipt, the NFT that you'll get. So the NFT art is going to be a 3D animation, and on the properties you will see that this NFT has 5 terahash or whatever you choose to mint, 1 terahash. So that'll be a completely separate NFT. Now, what that allows you to do is it allows you to trade it on an NFT marketplace. So then you obviously say you hit your ROI after 2-3 years. You're like, okay, for whatever reason you want to be done with Kadena mining, then you can go and sell it on an NFT marketplace, and somebody else can go buy your contract. So it allows you to actually own your hash rate and sell it whenever you want.
So how much would 1 terahash cost you to mint?
So we haven't released prices yet, but due to the obviously Kadena market being so volatile, and we don't want to release prices now and then have to revamp those once we got close to our launch date.
Yeah.
But we've always said that we would be the cheapest on Web3. That's kind of our slogan, because we actually do have the extra hash rate from the overclocking that we can make up on that side. So I would say anywhere from $600 to $1,000 for the 1 terahash. Like I said, we don't know. It's not final yet, but I would just start expecting something around that range.
Yeah, that's a good range, especially with the first mint too, with the OG badge.
Correct.
That's a steal too.
Correct, man. And that's something that I need to do a better job of getting out on the socials and everything, is the fact that you get the OG badge that ultimately is extra hash rate. As we grow and plug in more machines, you're getting the same percent over more machines. So, you're getting more hash rate at the end of the day. So it ultimately is going to be very, very lucrative. So.
Have you guys released any of that artwork yet that we could check out, or is that in the works right now for the NFTs?
Yeah. So go ahead and you can hop in the Discord. So we linked, it's in like art updates or art leaks. I forgot what the channel name was, but we've leaked one side of the OG badge. It's like a gold badge with like some core stuff on it, and like got some diamonds on the corners. And then our actual 3D animation we haven't leaked yet, but it's going to be, we linked the character that's going to be doing the 3D animation. So that's for our actual like hash rate NFTs. So you got the 2 separate NFTs. You got the your hash rate NFT and then your OG badge. So those would be completely separate art. And we will actually be leaking the full reveal for the OG badge either tomorrow or the next day. So we have to just finish up with that render and everything, but then that'll drop out.
Something to look forward to in the next couple of days, then.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, and I pinned the tweet that you did yesterday about your cooling tank, so everyone can see what you're talking about. Right? That's what you're gonna put your miners in?
Correct. Yeah, that's the exact tank that we have all up ready. So, and that's going to go in you can't really see it, but the top left picture there, that's where it's going to be dunked in. And then a lot of people get it confused. The third picture in there is actually the dry cooler. So that's a 175 kilowatt dry cooler. And that's used to, it's going to be outside of the facility, and basically just the hot fluid gets pumped into that and then obviously cools it and it circulates back into the tank.
Nice. That's cool. Just like a refrigerator or something.
Yep.
So yeah, Mike has a little history with cooling and ACs and all that stuff. He's trained HVAC. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Don't get him too excited.
Well, no, the funny thing is you could actually take that hot fluid and run it into like a heat exchanger and turn it back into AC, and then we can power and just put that back into like for the ambient temperature where our facility is, like where the tank is. But that equipment is going to cost a lot more, and we don't need it yet. But yeah, I've seen people even heat their pools with the heat exchanger.
Yeah, it just sounds fun. I had a teacher who said he made his own heated pool. Just people who know that stuff just know how to work. Just like you said, you could just run that hot back to a heat exchanger and just. Anyways, being in Florida, you do have to keep it cool though, right? It is hot down there.
Yeah.
And humid. So
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, we've
like suitable for that weather, right?
Yeah, no, that's the main reason is to because it just gets very hot, and the gold shell KD5s, they're very temperamental. So they have basically, if they get hot enough, and trust me, they'll flick off maybe once or twice a week just because it's getting too hot, and it's a way to protect themselves and everything. So being in Florida and everything, we get that quite a lot. So in the immersion tanks, not only is it going to be able to hash harder, but there'll be less downtime because they won't be hitting their temperature thresholds.
And where'd you learn this tank thing? Sorry.
YouTube. No. No. Yeah, just pretty much just looking up research, and then Engineering Fluids has done a great job of kind of coaching through everything. So, yep.
So I guess this will probably be the one thing that sets you apart from most other Kadena mining NFT projects.
Yeah, I would say so. It is quite a learning curve, and obviously, just like anything, the first one you do is the hardest. So we got this system around a week and a half ago, expecting that we'd have it running in 3 days, which was not correct. It's been, like I said, it's been over a week and a half, almost 2 weeks closing in here, and we're just about to dunk our first miner. But yep. So the next one should be a lot easier.
Yep. Nothing wrong with being ambitious, man. You set those goals, and then it's disappointing when you don't hit them. But hey, man, I mean, you got to set something, dude. So I admire that.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk said something like that. If you're not setting your goals like up very close, then you're still further along than if you set it 3 years in advance and then you meet your goal. So it's always good to expect the best.
Exactly, man. And I mean, when you take on a project, whatever time frame you give it is the amount of time it'll take to complete that.
Correct.
So no, very cool, man. And even if you get it done this week, in the next 2 weeks, it's progress, and it's a huge milestone, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mike. What else we got?
So you're gonna make your own website to make your own NFTs, I would assume.
Yep. So we actually have our own DApp up right now, and it kind of walks you through the intro about KOR and all that, and that's actually where the minting will be. So go in there, yep, and then you'll go into mining. You'll be able to do select coin to mine. It'll be Kadena, and then you can change your NFT to whatever you feel, and then just mint right there on the DApp. And the funny thing about it, though, is we actually deployed these same contracts on Ethereum. So we did that around April. But the thing is there was no KDA liquidity that existed on ETH mainnet yet. So you can see where this is going. We had to pay people out in USDC, and that kind of defeated the purpose of mining Kadena, and then everybody thought that we were trying to, take their Kadena and stuff. So we instantly, once we got a couple feedbacks from the USDC, we instantly migrated all those miners off of ETH mainnet, and then we saved them for Kadena here. And we will be launching in the next month and everything. So yeah, those will be back on for that first sale.
Awesome.
So it was just an NFT project as well on Ethereum?
Correct. So everything was the same except for the payout was in USDC.
Yeah, that sounds like it could get like a hassle.
Yep, we did change a couple other things, and I'm glad you mentioned it. We, instead of doing the 1 terahash to 100 terahash miners, we did portions of a miner. So you'd go in and you would do you buy a KD5, or you can buy like down to a fourth. You can buy a half. So it you had a picture in your head what miner you had, and then the NFTs were actually like the picture of the miner. So that's what we originally did. But now it's more of a true hash rate. So then, because even a quarter of a KD5, it's still KD5s when they're 50 grand, obviously, then you were still looking at a substantial amount of money. So the 1 terahash allows us to actually allows people that don't have that much money, obviously, that still want to get into the Kadena mining.
Yeah, and that's great. I love how just all the projects are doing this, because it's really hard to set up a miner too. You need a lot of electricity and all that, ventilation and stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, because we had the like Adrian was saying, we had the KD box when we first started, and those are so cute.
Yeah.
But we got the KD6, and it is a monster.
So when did you guys order that? What'd you say?
We had the KD boxes. We ordered them like last year in July.
Oh, the KD6s.
Oh, man. 2-3 weeks ago, right before they dropped again.
Nice. If you don't mind me asking, what price did you guys get for those?
Like 9 off Gold Show.
Wow, man. Yeah, we pre-ordered our six of them for 50,000. So
Yeah.
so you guys won that one.
Yeah.
Now, so we might. I'm thinking of double down. You know.
Yeah.
KD Max came down from 21 to like $12,000. So, do you guys have any KD Max, or is it just mostly KD6 or KD5s?
Just KD6 and KD5s right now.
Nice.
As far as gold shells speaking.
Nice. Now, have you looked into the Max?
We have and everything, but that's something that we'll probably just order one if we choose, and then test it out in the tanks before we go ahead and order a bunch. And I'm curious with the K300 too. I'm curious if they're marketing that as like an overclocking miner, like compatible miner. So, I mean, Mintit will probably have more insight on that than me.
Yeah, I hadn't got that deep into the specs on that really with them. We were working on some other stuff for like Docushield, but like I said, man, we'll all get like in a group, and you can find out whatever you need to know.
Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate it again.
Yeah, for sure. Mike, do we have anything else? I think we're about covered on all the questions we had.
Yeah. Just a quick follow-up to minting on your website. The marketplace can be on your website as well, right?
Yes. So that's what we're planning on, is on our own website.
Cool.
If because we really want to launch on the 5th of September, and that's kind of the last thing we have in the books, because obviously we want to get all of our other contracts sorted and everything. So if that happens, we'll still stay true and launch on the 5th, and then we'll probably integrate with another marketplace that's already made. So that is kind of like on standby with that. But I really want to hit this launch date, because who knows, it can be tomorrow and Kadena could start running. So I really, really want to allow the public to be able to mine before we have the bull run. So
yeah, we started seeing it yesterday, man. I think we hit up to like 240 or something like that.
Yep.
Yesterday. So yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Came back down a little bit, but
yeah,
it's definitely positive. Awesome, man. Is there anything that we missed, maybe, that you want people to know? We're going to be putting this up on YouTube and everything as well. People can reference later and get to learn more about you guys.
Yeah. So we have a lot of good stuff in the Discord. We're just constantly post videos and pictures of our construction process and everything. So I guess we haven't really talked about it, but our third facility that we're building right now. So this is where the OG badge really starts coming into play, because we are right now building a facility that can power over 800 miners. So we're getting 4 megawatts installed in there, and the building's going to be 5,500 square foot. So with all solar powered as well, solar powered, immersion cooling. So we're pretty much building our Mac Daddy facility right now, and it's set to be done late December, which probably means early January, because you know how things go. But so yeah, that is why we do feel the OG badges are very lucrative, because we will be having one day in that facility 800 miners. So when you have the OG badge with that, then you start looking at a certain percent of that much hash rate, and ultimately that OG badge could become stronger than the actual NFT that's minted. So that is why we're showing these OG badges and are excited to do that reveal tomorrow.
Badass, dude. I can't wait. I'm gonna try and get my hands on one of those as well, man. Sounds cool. And I mean, that's exciting. Getting a new facility running and it's like your dream playground, right? Being able to build something.
Yeah, we're actually throwing our offices in there as well. So
beautiful, man. Beautiful. Cool. Well, I guess we can open up the floor for anybody that may have questions. And if not, we'll wait a couple minutes. And if not, they can always, you can just drop some info on where to find you guys.
Cool. Wow, did you just hear that lightning?
I did, man.
Oh my gosh.
That's Florida for you, right?
Yeah, it's storming pretty bad here right now, so. Wow.
All right, cool. Well, we'll let you go, man, and do your thing. We know you're a busy man, got a lot to do. But like I said, anybody who's on or just joining in, we'll be putting this up on YouTube within the next day. And that way you can get a hold of anything you missed. And yeah, man, so if you want to go ahead and just drop some closing information, let people know where to find you and all that.
Cool, yeah. So really, yeah, just as far as Twitter goes and everything, everything will be in the Discord and everything. So just go ahead and join that, and we'll be dropping all the cool stuff on the emerging cooling and then the facility being built. But yeah, besides that, thank you guys for having me and everything. I really appreciate it, and really looking forward to
we have a speaker that wants to ask a question. My man.
Oh, cool.
Hey guys, so where exactly are you at in Florida?
So we're over in the Tampa area.
Okay, so you're like right around the corner from me. I'm over at Pinellas.
Oh, really? Nice. Yeah, we were. I'm sure you're familiar with that new engineering fluids that got put over there.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I was just curious.
Just that gator on the profile standing right there.
Yeah, you know it.
That's right.
Yeah, man. If you ever want to tour the facility, we'll have that up in a couple months, like I said. And then we're actually gonna fly out Ryan Mata over here. He's gonna do like a YouTube and everything. So
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Dope.
No, that's some good stuff right there.
Well, thank you, Chase. I appreciate it, man, and best of luck to everything you're doing. I mean, we're excited to see where this goes and how it's just going to further the the Kadena space, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, like I said, thank you guys for having me, and looking forward to the whole Fast Miners conversation too as well. That'll be pretty sick.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I'll ping you right after this so we can get something set.
Cool, man.
Thanks, Chase, for coming on.
Yes, thank you, man.
Yeah, have a good one. Have fun with your water tank. Hope it goes well.
Hey, stay tuned in the Discord. I'll be dropping stuff today. Good or bad, we'll see.
Cool. All right. Take care, guys, for joining us.
Everybody.